Welcome to the tree care industry. If you are listening to this, you are standing on the threshold of one of the most rewarding, challenging, and physically demanding careers on the planet. Tree work is a noble profession, but it is also unforgiving to the careless. Before you ever step foot on a live job site, before you load a single tool into a truck, and before your boots ever hit the dirt, there are fundamental truths you must understand about your rights, your safety, and your responsibilities. The most important rule in this industry is simple. You have an absolute right and a profound responsibility to be fully trained on every single task you are asked to perform. Never let ego, bravado, or the desire to look tough stop you from speaking up if you do not know how to do something. If a foreman points at a heavy chainsaw or a massive commercial brush chipper and tells you to run it, and you have not been formally trained on that specific machine, you must speak up. Saying that you do not know how to do something is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of professionalism. A good foreman will respect your honesty and take the time to teach you. A bad foreman might get frustrated, but your physical safety is worth more than their temporary impatience. Never operate equipment, tie a rigging knot, or enter a hazardous zone unless you have received clear, direct instruction and feel confident in your ability to perform the task safely. Your safety begins back at the shop during the morning preparation, long before you arrive at the client's property. It starts with the selection, inspection, and proper fit of your personal protective equipment. Your hard hat is your primary shield. It must sit level on your head, and the suspension system inside must be adjusted tightly enough that it does not fall off when you lean forward, yet comfortably enough to wear for 10 hours a day. Inspect the shell for cracks, deep gouges, or sun fading, and replace it if it shows signs of degradation. Your safety glasses must fit snugly against your face to prevent fine sawdust and wood chips from blowing past the frames into your eyes. Ear protection, whether it is earplugs or muffs attached to your hard hat, must be clean and functional. When a chipper or a saw is running, your hearing protection must be properly engaged. Chainsaw chaps are your ultimate lifeline on the ground. They must be adjusted so that they wrap securely around your legs and extend down to the top of your boots, covering your shins and ankles. Inspect them daily for any rips or exposed fibers. If the protective material inside has been cut by a saw in the past, those chaps are compromised and must be thrown away. Finally, your boots must be sturdy, slip-resistant, and feature a steel or composite toe to protect your feet from rolling logs and falling debris. High visibility clothing completes your uniform, ensuring that machine operators and motorists can see you from a distance. Once your personal gear is completely dialed in, your attention must turn to the vehicle inspection. Every morning before the trucks roll out, you need to know exactly where the emergency equipment is located. Do not assume it is where it belongs. Open the compartments and verify it with your own eyes. Locate the first aid kit. Open it up and ensure it is fully stocked with bandages, trauma dressings, antiseptic wipes, and burn creams. In tree work, we deal with heavy machinery and sharp blades, which means you must specifically locate the blood stopper kits and tourniquets. Know how to access them in a matter of seconds. Next, find the fire extinguisher. Check the pressure gauge to ensure it is in the green zone and verify that the safety pin is intact. Tree dust and exhaust systems can easily spark fires in the back of a chip truck or around a hot engine, and you need to be ready to extinguish a flame instantly. Ensure there is an abundant supply of fresh drinking water on the truck. Dehydration slows your reaction times and causes fatigue, which is a direct catalyst for accidents on a tree crew. Before the wheels of the truck turn, your crew will conduct a morning safety briefing to establish the emergency action plan for the specific job site you are visiting. Every single property has a unique set of hazards and a unique geographical location. You must know the exact physical address of the property, including the nearest cross street, before work begins. If an emergency occurs and you have to call 911, dispatchers cannot locate you based on a vague description of a neighborhood. They need a precise street address. During the safety briefing, the foreman will assign specific roles for an emergency scenario. You must know who is designated to call emergency services, who will meet the ambulance at the curb to direct paramedics to the victim, and who is trained to administer first aid or performing an aerial rescue if the climber is incapacitated in the canopy. If an emergency does happen, panic is your greatest enemy. If someone is injured, the very first thing you must do is shut down all running machinery immediately. Silence on the job site allows the crew to communicate clearly and think rationally. If a crew member is hurt on the ground, secure the area to ensure no more branches or tools can fall from above. If the climber is injured in the tree, do not attempt to climb up after them unless you are formally trained in aerial rescue and it is safe to do so. Your job on the ground is to call 911, provide a calm and accurate description of the situation, give the exact address, and clear a path for emergency vehicles. By mastering these pre-job fundamentals, you prove to your foreman and your crew that you are a reliable, serious professional who prioritizes safety above all else.